Hey everybody, this is Zoom 360 on the go, and it's a beautiful Saturday morning at the dunes. I wanted to come out here just to leave the apartment. I was about to go crazy in there, but this is not the usual video that I shoot for this channel. This is a road trip slash travel, slash adventures channel. At least that's what I try to make it. I wanted to talk about Chadwick Boseman because his death is still rocking my world. I don't know about you guys, or if you guys are like fans of him who are watching right now, as I'm sure that some of you probably are. His death is like one of those celebrity deaths that really rock my world. You got like for me personally, I mean, not every now of course every death is sad. It's not something that you want, but there are those celebrities that their death kind of shake my world, or shook my world when they died, i.e. Chadwick Boseman, recently Paul Walker, Christopher Reeve, Margot Kidder, who I actually met back in 2017. But yeah, I wanted to talk about his death a little bit because I'm currently here at the sand dunes. I just love this place. I mean, the drive is worth it. It's like you have all this green and stuff, surrounded by green, and all of a sudden, bam, desert. And there are people on it. Not sure if you can see. Let me zoom for you, so you can see that there are people on the dunes. So we're not gonna be all over it today, I guess, but in the upcoming days, I'm planning to come here and camp. I just don't know. There are some complications with work. I can't really take off when I want to take off. So yeah, so I'm just gonna walk down this trail real quick, and yeah, let's talk. So Chadwick Boseman is dead, man. I can't believe it. But the thing about his death is that it is a reminder to me personally. It just reminds me that, well, there are several things that his death has reminded me of, and one of them is just, you really don't have a whole lot of time. So one time a really smart man said that the days are long, but the decades are short. And you know what? He's right. I'm thinking today about being 18 and 19 in 2021. It seems like yesterday, but it's amazing how that time has gone by really quickly. Though I've done a heck of a lot since then too. But I think that a lot of people, they know that they don't have time is not something that is infinite. It's finite. Eventually you will pass on. But I think most people, it's not something that really sank in, or it's not a knowledge that really sunk in, because you could tell by the choices that they make. It's like you can tell that like people don't realize that they really don't have a whole lot of time. Chadwick's death to me just reconfirmed that you gotta make sure that you use your time wisely. Because say what you want about him, he went out at the top of his game. I mean, through everything. I mean, I understand that he kept his illness a secret, but the man kept pushing and making movies, and he made the most of the time he had left. And his death, just like Paul Walker, just like my father, my mother's death, just reminded me and reconfirmed that I gotta make proper use of the time I have left, because eventually I will pass, and you who are watching this video will pass as well. So whatever it is that you want to do, go ahead and do it. I've done everything I wanted so far. I can honestly say I've done everything that I wanted to do, and there are a lot more things that I want to do, and I'm taking steps in doing those things, to include this very video that I'm doing. And that's the way that we got to keep it. We got to do it the way that he did it. He maximized his time and did as much of what he loved, and did as much of what that he loved to do as much as he could before that he passed. And I think that we need to realize that our time is short, so therefore do whatever that you want to do, as in something that is good and is going to contribute to mankind. Okay, so if you have a business idea, hey man, go for it. It doesn't matter if you succeed or fail, but at least when death comes for you, and it will, you could look back and say that you fought the good fight. So yeah, so if you have an idea, like if you want to go back to school and you know, get that degree to pursue this career, do it. Again, it doesn't matter if you fail or you succeed. It's just get up, get out and do it, man. Because death will come for you, and death will come for me. And what I would like for you is that when it comes for you, that you could look back and say that you fought the good fight. So that's one of the things that his death has reminded me, is that, man, you know, you gotta do what it is that you know in your heart that you want to do, and that is good. And there are two more points I want to say, and it still hovers around time, and it has to do with those around you, and like certain things that you indulge in that you probably shouldn't. So now I'm gonna make my way to the dunes now. There is another parking space right there where you could actually access the dunes, and I'm gonna go and do that, and then we're gonna take some pictures. I love to take pictures here because you could take really cool pictures here. So if you've never been to the Grand Dunes in Colorado, you don't know what you're missing, man. You gotta stop by there. If you are in the area, come on down and check out the dunes. This is Zoom 360. Let's do it. So we just flew the drone over the Great Sand Dunes, but not at the actual dunes. I mean, you can't fly it at the dunes, but when you're away from it like I am now, you can. So the death of Chadwick Boseman is dead, and I'll never forget when the news came across my phone. I was in California, I was in the desert. We just got done doing some military training, and it flashed through my phone. At first I was like, this is a trick, this isn't real. Yeah, so it was just wow. I had to stop. I sat down for about an hour in the desert of California. Just was like, what the hell just happened? But the other thing that his death reconfirmed to me personally: pick your friends wisely. You shouldn't be wasting time around people that do not deserve your time. I cannot stress that enough. Now, granted, as a young man, I did hang out with some people I probably should not have hung out with, but at least when they were doing dumb stuff, or like when they were getting ready to go do dumb stuff, I said, hey, you go do your thing. We can hang out later or tomorrow or something, but I'm not doing that with you. But pick the right people to be around you, okay? Because one thing it seems to me is that Before he died, he had the right people around him, and because he had the right people around him, he had no other choice but to excel. So make sure that you pick the right person, or you pick the right people, or seek the right people, or seek the people who you think is right for you. Just don't waste your time hanging around, because a lot of people, like lots of you out there, know that you are hanging out with some people that you probably shouldn't be hanging out with. This is like the Grand Canyon. You just can't get enough of it. Which, by the way, when I went there in 2014 with Mark. Hey, Mark from Germany, what's up, man? Wie geht es dir? Mir geht es gut. Back then, in 2014, there was no such thing as Zoom 360 on the go. So, you know what that means. I'm going back there, and I'm taking you with me pretty soon. It's just Corona's been, gosh, Corona has ruined 2020 for Zoom 360 on the go, big time, but it's all good. Things can't be closed forever, you know. So many places to explore here. And yes, there she is, Miss America. So the drone flew and the drone behaved. I don't know what happened last time. I think I'm gonna try again. Shit, it's already time.
1750.
We got people with guns. Why the hell would you bring a gun to the dunes? So I tried to purchase the mic for this camera, and they were all sold out. Went to Best Buy, they were all sold out. So I have to order this stuff. I try not to order stuff too much because, you know, some things I order take a long time to get here because of COVID. But yeah. I see a spot where I can sit down and talk to you about what the death of Chadwick Boseman has reconfirmed to me. Why do we need a security guard with a gun at the dunes? These criminals won't come to the dunes. Yeah, we're walking through the dunes, trying to get a good angle because of the sun, so that you can also see me because I'm black. I gotta watch the light and everything like that. One last part about the death of Chadwick Boseman is that, like, his death really got me thinking again about this. there's a lot of things that I do sometimes that I really should not be doing, and it's a waste of time, which brings us back to the whole thing about time again. It's just, and you might be able to relate with this, is that, you know, like how sometimes that, you know, you would have arguments with people, like you argue with them about stuff that they in their mind are convinced is true, and then you're saying no, you're wrong, and you're going back and forth, and you're arguing about dumb stuff. Like, I don't spend enough time with the people that I love and who love me, and telling them I love them, but instead I spend my time in silly arguments with people. That stuff has got to stop, because all that stuff is wasted time. It's like, do you really want to spend 5 minutes arguing with somebody, whether you know them or not, online, which happens a lot? Do you really want to waste your time doing that? So from now on, I'm going to really put in the effort to only fight the fights that need fighting, because this all goes back again to time, because we don't have a whole lot of it, and yours and mine eventually will run out. So yeah, so his death was really shocking to me. I didn't know that he was sick. It was just very sudden. Now, I did see when he was really, really skinny, I thought that he was just doing it for a role, but it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Well, okay, this is what I had to say about the death of Chadwick Boseman. His family will probably never see this video, but in any case, my deepest condolences. And man, he went out on top. So, and he will be missed. I know I will miss him dearly, because I was looking forward to Black Panther 2, and oh man, I don't know, it's just, yeah, so he will be sorely missed. So yeah, this is Zoom 360, and I'm inviting you to get up, get out, and do it. Don't waste your time. Like, subscribe, and share, and I'm out.